Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Up to the Minute. I'm Michael Bublé and this is Adam. First I want to talk about, yesterday I was supposed to have a friend come over and he never called, never showed, no nothing. And to me, I found that to be very disrespectful that he failed to show. And I was very disappointed that he never came over or even called to let us know that he wouldn't be able to come over. So he's understanding a little bit, but he sent me a message and I sat on that message and I thought about it. The more I thought about it, the more it just irritated the hell out of me that he did not show up at all. And I finally blogged about it online. I said, I put in quotes because I was quoting myself. If you couldn't bless me with your presence yesterday, then why should I grace you with a response today? And I really feel like that if you cannot bless me with your time, then I should not grace you with any response. What do you think?
I just think he completely went about it the wrong way. Number one, he gave me, I don't know if he did it on purpose, and I doubt it, but I don't know if he did it on purpose or not, but he gave me his landline number instead of his cell phone number. He gave me, I thought what was going to end up happening was he was going to be in town, and then I call him, say about 6 or 7 o'clock at night or something like that, and say, hey, if you're ready to come over, here's the address, here's how to get here. But no, I went to text him, and it let me know right away that it was a landline number. And he was coming from one state to here, so what good would it do to give me a landline number? So it's not like a call anyway. But, he did give me a number today, but I guess it would be a cell phone, and I hadn't tested it yet.
But, having said that now, he was online yesterday and he never replied to any of the text messages that we sent him. You know, it was almost like he ignored us all day long. And one of the things that irritated me was that I wanted to make sure that this house was spick and span, ready for company. I spent 4 days cleaning my house to make sure my house was clean for this person to come over. Because I did not want him to come in my house and it be dirty.
Or at least now you got a clean house.
Yeah, I got a clean house. But still the point is that I went out of my way to make sure that he was comfortable in the house. Another thing I wanted to talk about was religion. A friend of mine posted on Facebook tonight that click like if you believe that
support prayer in school, I think.
Yeah, support prayer in school. And personally, I do not believe that prayer belongs in school. If you want God in school, then you need to go to a private school. Involving prayer, involving God in a public school is forcing people that may not share the same God as you. I have Cherokee Indian in me, so we believe that there's more than one God. You know, so what God do you pray for? Is it the same God that I pray for, or the same gods that I pray for? Atheists don't even believe in a God. So you're forcing your religion on somebody else, regardless as to what your religion is, by having prayer in school. It does not belong there. It doesn't belong in the government. It only belongs in the church. If you need...
And in homes that are religious based.
Right.
It's a private matter, really.
It's enough that we get religion on Wednesdays and Sundays, but do you really need to have God in your life where you pray to Him 5 days a week? Or actually, let me correct myself there, 6 days a week, because you got to include Sunday in that. If you're doing it Monday through Friday and Sundays, it's 6 days. And then the person who actually posted the video, or not video, but picture, is so hypocritical, it's unreal. He's your typical religious hypocrite. Believes in one thing, but practices another. Sorry, I ain't gonna mention no names. So if the person sees this video, can't say I said your name because you don't even know if I'm talking about you.
And I totally agree with what he's saying. Okay, it kind of goes along, and part of the argument was he was saying that, because one part, you keep praying in school because that's the way he was brought up. Well, not everybody was brought up that way. I remember when I was in school, it was during that transition period where they had the Pledge of Allegiance and all that, and they actually had Christmas trees and stuff like that. But toward the middle school time, or after elementary school, actually after 4th grade, we no longer had the Pledge of Allegiance, no longer had the 10 Commandments and all that. Although, in high school, we actually did have a religious studies class. But it was optional. And it was if you want to take that class, that was up to you. Just like I think that praying in school is, to me, if you're in a religious class, that's one thing. But if you're a mixed crowd, you never know who's a Jewish person. You never know who's Muslim. You never know who's a satanic person. You never know who's an atheist. And to tell somebody, hey, you're in my classroom and you must bow your head to pray, it's just wrong. You just
or just telling them to be silent is forcing them to participate in a prayer that they don't agree with.
Now, if you want to pray, say you're having a test and you know it's coming up next period or something, and you want to pray, feel free to pray to yourself. When the teacher hands you a test, bow your head, close your eyes for 30 seconds or a minute, or just, don't make it obvious if you don't want to. But nobody's saying you can't pray in school. It's just you can't force everybody to participate because that's something that you believe in.
And by holding a moment of silence for prayer, you are forcing someone to participate.
And like the guy that posted the comment had said that when I was in school, if you didn't want to participate, you could go out in the hallway and you didn't have to participate. Well, that's calling people out. And that's letting people know, this person's not a Christian, this person does not believe in God, this person is, then that just kind of leads them up to bullying.
It's discriminative. So, another thing that I wanted to talk about was medication. And my doctor called me today, and I got the green light to go ahead and take my medication, that I shouldn't have any bad side effects or anything like that. So now I'm on new medication. About a month ago when I saw him, he had switched me from a pill form of medication to a liquid. Now the difference is that the pill form I had to take 5 pills 2 times a day. And I was getting my afternoon dose, but I wasn't getting my morning dose because there were so many pills that I had to take.
Not to mention that with your other medication that you have to take. More than just 10 pills a day, you've got like 4 or 5 other pills you have to take. Now you got vitamins on top of that.
Yeah. But he switched me over to the liquid form, which I only take that once a day. It's an extended release, so it works all day long. And the purpose for the medication name is called Megace. And the purpose for this medication is to force somebody to gain weight that has a hard time putting on weight. Someone that's anorexic. I was borderline anorexic. Have been for the longest time. It's been just over a month, and since I've been on the liquid, not the pills, but the liquid, in just over a month, I've gone from 120 pounds to 138.9 pounds. So I've almost put on 20 pounds of weight. The bad part about it now is that most of the weight is in my stomach. And until it balances out, it's going to be mainly in my stomach. So it's going to take some time for it to move to the legs and the arms and the face and the neck, but eventually it will. I plan to try to get up to about 150 to 170. Adam doesn't want me to be up that high, but
150 is enough. Even your nutritionist said 150 is your ideal weight. I'm the one that needs to be dropping weight. I mean, when I got here, I was
I'm not trying to drop weight. I'm trying to gain weight.
Right, but I'm saying that I'm the one that needs to be at 150 as well. We're both 5'7", so our ideal weight should be.
Excuse me.
I said, okay, you're 5'8". What the?
I'm 5'8". I can almost look over his head.
Whatever. Okay, then if that's the point, if you're 5'8", your ideal weight's 150, then my ideal weight must be about 140 or 145.
Yeah.
So I need some pounds to lose, and shame I can't just take all this blubber in these man breasts and just pass it on a few of them on to him. Because I think about food. I probably gained 5 pounds just from this video talking about eating.
And I probably lost.
He opens his mouth and does this a lot and burns calories and weight.
All I got to do is look at food and lose weight.
Or you just expel it. That's a side effect of that medication.
Not to mention I've got a high metabolism too, so I mean I burn through my calories like that.
And it goes right through his dogs.
Oh boy. Well, let's see, we covered no calls and no shows and religion and weight and medication. And I guess this has been another Up to the Minute. See you later.